Hey guys, Marc Lalonde from Ottawa, Canada. Now for those of you who don't know me, I'm a network marketer who generates leads online because I exhausted my warm market, and quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of going up to strangers in the mall or whatnot. So I generate leads online, and that's how I build my MLM. Now, I have a Periscope that I do every night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where I answer one of your burning questions or I attack a hot topic. So today it's what I covered. I previously covered it, but I'm doing the intro now. The question or the concern was, are you being compliant with your MLM's rules? Now, sometimes you say, what I don't know won't hurt me. Well, in this case, it will, because there's been a lot of stuff going around in the MLM network marketing world lately. So this is so important, specifically at this time in our industry. So stick around and I'll explain to you exactly what I mean on the following Periscope. See you guys on the inside. The subject today is more important now than it ever has been, and it's something I've always struggled with. I won't say I was a rule breaker in my younger years. You guys can hear? I'm not saying that, yeah, that must have been weird, but we have to go through what's going on with that because 100's a little intense. You must be scaring them somehow. I don't know. Okay, so it's compliancy. Being compliant with what your network marketing company rules are. Now, why is this important? Well, first of all, because you don't want to lose your residual income. Really, that's the main one. And you want this to be a long project. You want it to be forever. You want to keep your residual forever, which is why the other day I said it's kind of important to find out a few things before you join a company. Now, I'm not going to go through all of my criteria, because by doing that, it would be bashing some companies. Because there's tons of companies that don't pass my criteria. And doesn't mean I'm right, but I think I'm right because I've done my research. But I mean, it's important now because, George, that's interesting. A lot of companies are updating their compliancy policies now because I won't say any names, but a network marketing company got in hot water for income claims, and now people are tightening down. They're tightening up. They're, redoing their compliancy things, and you'll probably get new compliancy reports. Now, I don't want you to start running around and saying, okay, I got to change companies because I can't do this anymore. You know why? You got it, George. That's the one. So here's what I'm trying to say is, I used to jump from company to company because I'm like, oh yeah, you won't let me do that? Well, fine. I'll bring my skills somewhere else. I bring in people every day. I'm like, you don't want me in your company? Fine. I'm going to bring my skills, my techniques, my my power to bring people in every day to another company. If you don't like it, fine, I leave. Kind of like some will, some won't, so what, who's next? I had that mentality. And I found that as time went by, compliancy was more something I had to really pay attention to, and now more than ever. Now, there's a couple of things I want to state here. When I say compliancy, let me know if you guys can hear me if I don't hold this to my mouth, because it's easier if I just talk like this. Just say I can hear you fine with the mic down or something. So here's the thing. Thank you. When you join a network marketing company, like I mentioned the other day, guys, the average successful MLMer, network marketer, joins 6 companies. That's the average. I've gone through more than that, believe me, in the past 3 years when I found out about this fantastic industry. Now, I would never, ever dream of doing anything else, obviously. If you know what MLM's all about, you probably would agree with me. But my point is, it's worth taking the time to really go through a checklist of things for a network marketing company. It really, really is, because this is doing the whole treadmill thing. When I mean treadmill, I mean building up a residual, then saying, that's not the one for me. Building up a residual, oh no, that's not the one for me. You're gonna have to decide to go with one and stick with it. So, I mean, my criteria, I'm not going to go through it because I don't want to ruffle feathers, but you may want to look at things like timing, definitely the product. Does the product sell itself in somewhere? You've got to look at the product, not the compensation's cool and all that. That's what companies are getting in trouble for. They're getting people in, and they're getting people in, and they're getting people in. They don't care if people buy. It's got to be product driven. So if companies are making all their money on the sign up fee and anything except the actual physical product, boy, the recording won't freeze, Donna. So I mean, I got to keep going. I can't keep restarting. Hopefully, I'm back. Periscope's kind of choppy sometimes. I have a great connection here, so let's go through this: the momentum, the sales, all that. But today we're going to talk about compliancy in the way of online. Hey Brian, how you doing, my friend? Online compliancy is compliancy as far as making physical business cards and what you say at home parties or the belly-to-belly stuff. I'm not going to talk about that today because this will be about online compliancy, which would mean creating your own team website would be a good way to say it, or creating your own Facebook private group, or having your own team webinars. These are crucial if you want to lead your team to success. They really are. You have to find out are these things, they just are. If you want to make a couple of $1,000s a month, well then fine, that's different here. I'm talking if you want to build an empire, pretty much. Welcome, Christy. Christy, this is not Christy Kelly, is it? No, it's spelled differently. So, with that being said, I can't tell you what the rules are because every company is different. They really, really, really are. But what I want you to know is that your upline, if you're looking at a company, your upline can get you that compliancy document, and that's a heck of a good place to start. Because like I said, the rules are completely different. And I did pay attention to them, but they're changing, so it's something you may want to review if you're going to run with your company. Now, there's something that's, can I say this I wouldn't say it's favoritism, but you get rewarded as you rank up. Hey PJ, welcome. We're talking about compliancy today with your MLM. Here's the thing, and I found this is very common in many different MLMs. You get rewarded for being higher ranked. Doesn't sound fair, does it? It really isn't. It isn't fair. It isn't fair. But in these special cases, it kind of makes sense because it weeds out the people who are serious leaders and kind of busted their butt in the beginning. And even if you don't have a big team, thank you for the hearts, all of you guys. By the way, if you tapped for a minute, I'd get about 100 hearts. No, that's not true. Well, there's 60 seconds in a minute, probably. Compliancy rule that I see people break most oftenly. The most common one is people, they have team, they build external websites. Facebook groups, that's upsetting that the FTC's cracking down on that. FTC, I'm not going to get into it. You want to look them up. I'm not going to badmouth them, especially on its scope, because they have a job to do. But this is going to affect everyone. Private Facebook groups are I don't know. I don't want to get into it because there's some stuff I don't agree with, of course. I don't agree with everything, but I do agree in following the rules. You got to follow the rules. And in the cases of having special privileges, I'll tell you something. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet, talk to your upline and say, what will it take for me to get what you have, or be able to get the kind of leadership platform that you have? And you'll find out. It'll be in the compliancy rules most of the time. I'm saying that is because in my personal case, we don't talk about companies or their names. Aloha, aloha. Money don't sleep, I know you. How's it going? Welcome to the scope. Money don't sleep here, trust me. Money don't sleep. Money keep going here. So here's the deal. Sometimes you have to reach a certain rank to have those privileges, and guess what? I've done it. I've done it. I mean, I've done it in other systems where I said, you know what? I'm not getting what I want until I reach a certain level. So, if I can't beat them, you can't beat that. If that's in the rules, that's in the rules. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter which company you join. There are going to be rules. It's just the way it is. You got to look at those rules. Some may be more lenient. Some may be tighter. I know where I'm in a good spot, but some companies are super tight, so you got to look at that. But in my case, what I do is I say, okay, since I have to be at a certain rank to get these privileges for me and my team, well, there we go. I'm going to get to that rank. I'm going to beat the streets until I get there. I'm going to give you guys an example because a lot of you people know I use a lead generation system of tools and community and to get leads for my network marketing company because I don't actually go out there and recruit people in person. They come to me every day. It's MLSP, My Lead System Pro. If you don't know it, that's what I use. When I started with MLSP, I always used to say, well, I want to be on those webinars. I want to be the guy talking because those are the people that people are always contacting. It's a great attitude, Evelyn. So I'll just tell you about MLSP because there's levels. There's level 1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Then there's a few others on top of that. But L4 and L5 is the pinnacle, really, of that rank. You're a professor in that university, basically. So I kept looking at these webinars and I said, this sucks. I'm not getting anyone. I'm sending people here. You got to be one of those guys to get all the traffic and all the people. So then instead of complaining and going to cry in a corner, I said, you know what? You can't beat them. Let's join them. I'm going to do what it takes to be one of those people so that I get the benefits of what they get. And I knew nothing. I'm not saying I'm special. I'm saying that I sat back and I said, you know what? Instead of complaining, get to work and do whatever it takes. Sometimes I was so terrified of picking up the phone, I felt almost paralyzed. Like, honestly, I had goosebumps. My heart rate would go up. I'd start sweating, and I was scared. I was scared, and I just went through it because I said, if I want that, I got to get there. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. Hello, Roxanne. So, with that being said, sometimes I had to bust my butt. And I'll tell you something, Ray. I have to bust it a lot less. I do. It's like because now I'm on the ride. Hello, Roxy. Ask Roxy. So yeah, and the thing, I am bulletproof, but also you do get rewarded. Because I used to get 10 leads a day, guys. Without MLSP, forget about it. But what I'm saying is, I had to get on the phone. I had to get out of my comfort zone. Now that stuff's super easy to me. Like, I could have never done a Periscope. Are you kidding me? Like, by the time this is done with people on and off, there'll be over 100 people in total that have come in and out of this thing. There usually always is now. If you're going to say you're going to be talking to 100 people live, I'd be like, no, I'm not. Like, I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not doing it. There's been research where they asked certain people, would you rather do public speaking or die? And some people said they rather die. Google it. It's an interesting statistic. But Donna, the replay is going to be up within an hour anyways. So, if you have a question, put it out. I'll answer it publicly, and then you'll catch it on the replay. Yeah, everyone seems to be doing good. So let me just go through, because I always have one of these, with my scopes, just so I could kind of go through, not forget anything, because I get into the moment, and I forget what path I had. So today it's really about, the takeaway from this would be, because if you're not in an MLM, if you're not in a network marketing company, I don't know what you're doing here. I'm just kidding. Nobody probably just stumbled into me. But that's what we talk about, online marketing, online network marketing. And I'm going to guide you guys back to this group because this is fine. This is my MLSP group, asklalonde.com, MLSP for My Lead System Pro group. Now, this is just to connect. I mean, I'm going to guide you to a ton of free training. There's a lot coming out this week, and it all has to do with building your own MLM. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's why I do these. That's why I do everything. Everything kind of connects. You learn this in my Lead System Pro. But the takeaway today is, because of what's been going down in the industry, this is why I like scopes too. I get to tell you guys what's happening today, now. Like, I've had a crazy last couple of 2 days, and I learned so much, so I want to share it with you. The takeaway is, before you commit to a network marketing company, get their compliancy document and go over it. Yes, it will. Yes, it can change. There's no guarantee in any of that. But I got to tell you, if you read it now, it may save you a lot of trouble. Or in the future, everyone's going to be pretty well the same. Compliances are pretty well. Do you consider Twitter and Periscope one platform? No, I do not. But they share a lot of commonalities, Donna, for sure. Because like I was saying in one of my scopes, which I believe it's titled, if you go to asklalonde.com, scopes. So asklalonde.com and then /scopes. You'll get all my periscopes. So, compliancy is super important, and it's mostly for online stuff. Online stuff is not really, I mean, it could be relevant with many companies, but for online stuff. So if you were to, you get what I'm saying though? Everyone's different, because if you were to say, can we have our own websites? It depends on which company. I know tons of companies that will not let you. I know tons of companies that will, but you have rules to follow. There's no company out there that will let you just do it. Just go and make your website, doesn't matter how it looks. Because the main problem is, this is what I found out in the past 2 days, and I'm going to become an expert at this compliancy thing. I really will. Because when people come in, they need to know what the rules are. They need to know what's going on. We're working too hard to build a residual to have it all, to have any problems along the way. Let's just follow the rules, get things going right. One of the main things is that there's often a confusion between a promoter / representative / distributor. Every company has a different name for them. A distributor website, team website, or a company website, like the actual company website. So that's where the problem really lies. That's one of the most common problems. They don't want that confusion. So one of those solutions, you won't find a company that doesn't have this in their compliancy, I'll tell you right now. You must have independent distributor website with maybe the logo of the company or whatever, and use their logo. So that's pretty well every company. That's one of those things that's common across the board. Then aside from that, you have different rules. And I'll tell you, a lot of companies for this cat, it's over a dozen in total. Over a dozen companies in the past 12 years, with 6 at one time. So with me, a lot of it had to do with, the reason I left a lot of companies was because I was hard-headed, and I said, you know what, fine, I'm moving on then. I want to do it my way. And it took me a while to figure out, because I'm pretty hard-headed sometimes. But now I'm like, these are common across the whole board. Like every company has these. Every company has compliancy things. I was just ignoring them because I didn't want to hear it. So I mean, as good of a spot as I can be. For sure. It's just I need to cross the T's, dot the I's, check it, make sure everything's compliant, and I want you guys to do the same thing. I think it's more important than some upline leaders state. They'll be like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. Really? Like really? Are you just saying that because you want to recruit me? Well, me, it's a lot of that stuff. With me, George, to be honest with you, the compliancy issues I had, because I wouldn't say I did a good job. I got some graphic designers that did good jobs and made some pretty cool sites, and that it was confusing to the public on whether is that an Amway site or is that a team member Amway site? I'm using Amway for an example because it's probably the one we know the most, or Avon, let's say, Amway, Avon, one of the big six. You know, if it almost looked like it, I had the logo, that would be the biggest problem I'd run into. And even if I added distributor person, and then after I added another bell, another whistle, and then I'm like, I wouldn't get the same results because obviously people were signing up because they thought I was an official Amway site. So I was kind of cheating without really knowing. Like, just because I was getting less results, I didn't want to follow the rules. It's almost like I was saying, well, I don't want to follow the rules because I get better results when I don't follow the rules. But that's how life is. If you follow the rules, generally, it's not as easy of a ride sometimes. I'm just saying, in general, not in all cases. So in this case, let's just follow the compliancy from the beginning. Follow the rules. Listen. Don't listen to your upline if he ain't doing jack. If he's not succeeding, listen to someone else. Find an online mentor or go up higher than him. I help people all the way down if I can. This is why it's important to have a community. But it's okay. Because when you figure these things out, trust me, you become a warrior. And you're going to be, however well you want to do, this is what makes you stronger. I know the days where you get knocked down, they're super exhausting. They take a lot out of you. I used to work in construction when I was younger. I used to come home physically beat. But when there's days where I get mentally knocked around and just no, I'm way more tired. But when I get up from those and I just dust myself off, sometimes I got to sleep it off because it's like I got beaten up pretty bad. Then when I get up and I say, okay, what can I do now to what can I do to get around this or conquer this? You'll knock me down, but you're sure as hell ain't going to knock me out. It's impossible. I'll keep getting up. That's effectively what I do. So in this case, that's what I do. I'm already finding solutions in one day. And it's like almost like nothing happened. It's better because it's not like nothing happened. Because now I'm falling into the perfect rules. And now there are more people, competitors that are breaking the rules. And in time, we will prevail. I mean, it's just the way it's going to go because we're following the rules. And on top of that, it's making me stronger. Like I won't say I'm indestructible, but when I get a challenge, I'm like, okay, thank you for this challenge because now it's gonna shape me. It's gonna make me stronger. You know, anyone could be positive if everything is perfect. That's not hard to do. I saw that on a video today and it hit me. I think Evelyn posted it. It is Evelyn who posted it. And I was just like, if you had no challenges, you wouldn't be the warrior that you're going to be in this industry. So, with that being said, guys, holy crapola. 25 minutes. I was on here half an hour, really? Wow. As you can see, I got knocked around a bit in the last few days, but it's okay. We're going to get it. I'm going to get this, and it's already taken care of. Money don't sleep, money don't sleep, neither do success. Okay, so guys, asklalonde.com, MLSP training. Can your URL? No, never. Your URL can't even contain the name of the company if it's Amway rep. No. Those days are gone, George. Those days are gone. Never. If a company's doing it, they're going to learn the hard way. That's what the past 2 days I took a lot of compliance business training. Because I'm looking at leading tens of thousands of people, right, in my MLM, and that's not a joke. I know, but it's okay. It's okay. There are ways around it. So yeah, since I'm looking to lead, it is Evelyn. At first, I'm like, I don't want to hear this. What I don't know won't hurt me, Let me just do my thing. If they catch me, whatever. I'll change it then. But no, it's better to do it the right way, and I see why now. It's the industry we're in. We just have to follow the rules. And it makes it better for us because then everyone's got to follow the rules, and the people who break them, they clear the way for us to, I'm not saying to pass them, but hey, we gotta make our team be as good as we have to help our team as best as we can, and to do that we have to build it and climb up. So guys, that's what I got for today. I am actually logging off for the whole evening, and I'm getting a good 8 hours sleep. Tomorrow I'm going for a killer workout in the morning while listening to my personal development, probably a little Napoleon Hill. Okay guys, so if you want to catch me on Periscope from Monday to Friday at 7 p.m., it's the Ask Lalonde show. @RichAndFit is my handle. Now guys, if you want to generate leads online for your network marketing business, I want to let you know that I generate over 100 leads per day for my network marketing business. Doesn't matter what your business is, travel, coffee, skincare, wellness, it doesn't matter. It all works the same way. You're generating leads online. If you want, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove it to you. Then I'm going to show you exactly what it is I do to get those leads. So if you want to see what's up, go to thewealthytrainer.com/100 daily leads. And that's the number 100, 100 daily leads. No underscores, no dashes. So again, go there, check it out. You'll see a video where I prove to you I get over 100 leads per day. And that's not to mention my Facebook messages, over 100 of those per day, and my emails, over 100 of those per day. So in total, I have over 300 people contact me for something. And a good percentage of those are for an opportunity, whatever it is I have to offer. I think you get it, right? So go check it out, thewealthytrainer.com/100 daily leads. And I'll see you on the inside, guys. I'll see you tomorrow on Periscope too.